Pencils down.
Oh, down.
Pencils
down. Throw him down.
Fucking down.
Stab him in an eye. That's how far you put him down.
Yes.
Stab somebody in the eye with it.
What we were talking about before we hit record was how...
That we wanted to save for the Ramble because it was such a good talk.
Such a good talk. Pizza Hut dinner, that was a thing. That was an event.
Growing up.
That was no bullshit. That was fancy pants type shit right there.
Both my parents worked 9 to 5. I didn't see them during the week. I was a latchkey kid. And then Friday night, they're like, hey, big night. We're going out to dinner.
And it's Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
That was a big one.
45-minute wait in line.
Yes. And like Cody was saying, in Texas, we never knew Pizza Hut that was anything other than a dine-in restaurant. Like, there's one down the street from us here that's just takeout. And I
that's all there is.
I'm like, what?
That's all there is in California, really.
Right. It doesn't even have that fucking dome
shit.
You know what I mean?
Pizza Hut house.
The thing, it doesn't have that
hut.
shit.
The Hut,
yeah. Man, the Hut. It didn't have the Hut.
Well, you would go there, you'd get a pizza. Sometimes I would get spaghetti.
Oh, shit.
The spaghetti was banging.
Woo!
They had Italian hoagies that would put most hoagie shops to shame.
To shame.
To shame.
Pizza Hut. Now, this really hurt my feelings. Cody, you maybe can look this up, but did you have Pizza Inn, Cody?
No, we didn't, but I know where you're going with this.
God almighty. Eddie, did you have Pizza Inn?
I didn't have Pizza Inn.
Okay, for a hot minute, there was a Pizza Inn. So I grew up I was on the poor side of the SMU campus area, if that makes sense. The SMU campus, we were like the lower middle class section that was close to the SMU campus. On the other side of 75, it was big ballers, right?
Right.
But on our side, there was still enough like restaurants and like where all
was
the
that
SMU
the Pizza
kids
Hut
would go
Pizza
to.
Inn divide?
No. Pizza Hut was awesome, but there was a pizza in there, and that one restaurant was dope as fuck. I've never been to a Pizza Inn that was as good, right? Like, it was awesome, and we would order from there a lot, too. That was like one weekend it was Pizza Inn, one weekend Pizza Hut, right?
Nice.
But that Pizza Inn was so good, and there's still one in Dallas that, like, I went to, like, 6 years ago. I'm like, holy shit, a Pizza Inn. And it wasn't quite the same, but I was like, hey, this isn't that bad. And I was rooting for him. It made me happy. And then Cody, you know where I'm going with this. I guess there's like 3 of them left, Eddie, right? There's like three. There's like 3 of them left. And they decided to come back to the stage.
Hold on, they put out a press release with this, like an actual press release.
So, Eddie, what do you think a press release from a Pizza Inn would entail? If you could maybe take a guess.
We're coming back with pizza.
Right. We're back, motherfuckers.
We're back, baby.
There's like 4 of us left. We're fighting back.
Pizza out is now Pizza In.
Right. Cody, what was it?
The statement issued via press release in the company's official Twitter account calls for a 10-day audit of the vote ahead of President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration on January 20th.
They made pizza political.
They did.
Wow.
They started there. They're just QAnon Trumpers. Those motherfuckers.
The balls on a pizza joint to go QAnon.
Right.
The balls on a pizza joint to go QAnon.
Right, I get that's probably the one. And here's the other creepy thing about Pizza Inns too, is every one of those. And speaking of, every one of those motherfuckers had a framed poster, picture of the current Little League team they were sponsoring through the years. So, I mean, I ain't saying. I'm just saying.
Here's the thing about them that's interesting, though. So they still have 200 locations. However, only 3 of them are in Dallas-Fort Worth. So I when this hit, I looked up, like, where is the nearest Pizza Inn? And it's literally, like, in tiny little towns sprinkled around Texas. So, like, if there's, like, between, like, San Antonio and like, Brownsville, there's, like, 2 or 3 sprinkled out where there's nothing.
Yeah, that's where the weekly clan meetings are.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the one I used to go to on the road back in the day, like, 20 years ago, there was a Pizza Inn buffet between Waco and Dallas, like that kind of shit. You know, one of those tiny ass. So on the way home, I'd be like, "Oh, I'll get some Pizza Inn." It's been a minute, but boy, did they take a turn. I mean, that hurt. That one hurt.
Quite the heel turn.
That was a big heel turn. that hurt.
I get, but if that's your base, if that's the people that are coming in every Friday
Unless
night,
you're in there, you gotta fucking feed them. You gotta feed them. You gotta feed them more than pizza. You gotta feed their bullshit too. You gotta feed them a healthy dose of bullshit with it. And the pizza has taken a turn for the worse too.
What's their slogan? We're the pizza place without a basement. Is that sort of like
no kids get fucked here? There'll be no.
Zero kids fucked. It's like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Pizza in. Zero kids fucked.
Hillary Clinton ain't fucking kids on top of our pizza sauce. Okay. All right. Thank you.
If you bring in proof of voter fraud, you get a free topping. One free topping.
We'll give you extra hamburger if you give us proof of voter fraud.
Linwood needs it real bad.
Oh, fuck. Oh, it is. It's like that's fucking. I guarantee you, that's what it is.
But I we would go to Pizza Hut for Friday night. Yeah. That was the Friday night out, and that was the only place, like within a driving area of my house, where there was an arcade game, and it was the Pac-Man table game.
Yeah. Oh, you'd sit down.
You'd sit there, and you play against somebody.
Yes, that was
that was the only arcade experience I had until I would go to the beach for vacation, and they had the arcades there. But like in my area, that was the only place there was arcade.
I don't know if I've had a better pepperoni slice than that old Pizza Hut one. That
Dude,
was
those
so good.
Italian hoagies were so good.
Woo, man, that was some good shit. Those Pizza Huts back.
Get a pitcher of Coke. Oh,
fuck yeah! With the tiny ice, the little shredded ice cubes.
It was half. It was half ground up ice, and then Coke.
Woo!
Get a picture of it for the table.
You can't fuck with that ground up ice.
Those red plastic cups, the red plastic cups.
Oh, yes, the see-through little clear. You'd look at your friends through the red. Oh, forget it. That was, there was nothing better. There was nothing.
And then we go down to the basement, and it was just party.
Rail us. Just fuck the shit out of us.
Just party time. And that
Hillary Clinton and the Democratic elite would just take turns fucking us all.
Party time, baby.
Man. Oh, baby. You know it. So now I think we talked about this, Cody, but we're going to talk about it again. Have you experienced the brilliance, I'll say brilliance, of the Brahms burger?
Oh, I have not. You know what? The more north I drive, they start popping up, and I've always been curious
There's
about
none
it.
down there, are there?
No.
You don't have any? No. Oh.
It starts in about, like, getting closer to Dallas, and then, like, up. And then, like, I remember driving into Oklahoma once, and they're, like, everywhere.
If you ever
north,
once things get normal and you're able to go to a Stars game, right? It's worth it. It ain't. I'm not saying it's Whataburger. We're not going to go crazy, but it's an underrated gem. I'm telling you, it's an underrated fucking gem. Those Brahms are ooh boy, I tell you, they are. It's like, it's not Charles Haley, but it's a little Tony Casillas. You know what I mean? It's not the anchor of that defense, but it's that hard worker who will get to that quarterback.
That defense isn't the same without him.
Right. You need him. You need him. I'm telling you, man, Brahms is fucking good. With the cherry limeade, woo! That's some good shit, baby. Brahms ain't half bad. Their ice cream's already fantastic, but do you have the ice cream? They sell that at the stores, right? The Brahms ice cream.
Not locally here.
Oh my God, this is not a nightmare.
Well, you're glad you moved out of Texas.
My goodness, man, this is so awful. But it makes me worried though that maybe the Brahms people are racist towards Latinos. And they're like, we're not putting any of our shit down in
Check their Twitter feed.
You go south of Austin, you ain't getting our shit.
Yeah.
That might be. Oh, if you're in San Marcos, too fucking bad. You're too far. He didn't do it. You don't make the cut. Oh, God. Well, there we go. Look at this. 9 minutes and 12 seconds. Look at us right there. Do we play it? Do we just go?
Yeah, probably.
I guess. Woo! If you know the words, sing along. You don't have to, but, we encourage you. And when I see the sign that points one way, the lot we used to pass by every day, just walk away, Renee. You won't see me follow you back home. The empty sidewalks on my block are not the same. You're not to blame. Bum, 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 bum. Look at that. Welcome, baby. Another motherfucking ramble. Here we number 280. Number 280. Number 280, baby. That's a big one, huh? When did they bury us, Eddie? When were they like these guys?
Oh, God. Fuck. Two?
Rough. Two?
Number two of 280?
Number two. Look, I don't
Number
want
two?
to. I don't want to air family business, but I heard that Cody's family had an intervention to try to get him to not be a part of this.
Several. I think it was 3. They've had 3 interventions.
Three, because they're just like, this isn't going to work,
true.
pal. This ain't going to work. This is going
You
nowhere.
don't even go home for the holidays anymore, right?
No,
I can't.
It can't.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't.
Because you're part of the Ramble.
They're right down the street. That's the saddest part, too. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
You
can't
can
do
hear
it.
them caroling from your
Right,
apartment.
Right.
That's
And,
the sad part.
oh, well. It's, you know.
It's a sacrifice I made,
Hey, man.
I had to.
Hey,
I had to.
You had to.
What
You
are
had
they? Just show them that Hemp Vita money. That'll shut them the fuck up real quick.
That hemp Vita cheddar.
Show them that Hemp Vita cash rolling.
Oh, yeah.
That'll shut them the fuck up real quick, baby. That'll shut them right the fuck up.
So if we looked into any more hemp places for possible sponsorships?
We should. I haven't yet. It's on me. I'm gonna start doing that. We gotta find some more hemp.
Because these other podcasts are making tons of money, like
On
all
hemp.
of them.
I mean,
Hemp.
we were, in theory, supposed to.
We were supposed to be making a decent. They didn't pay. Not
What
a
about
dime.
Fleshlight? Have we looked into Fleshlight?
We should talk to them. Should they look into us?
Manscaped?
Should they look into us?
They
I
should.
feel like
yeah.
getting a
Look into
Manscaped
us.
sponsorship is probably pretty easy based on
would think-
every single thing I ever listened to.
Yeah,
They actually on my old show, Swings and Misses, they actually emailed us wanting to sponsor us. Like
at
they were
that.
doing that to everybody.
Jeez, and we didn't get the email. That hurts. Well,
It did hurt.
Swings and misses. There's probably a producer to go. Hit
There
up.
was, and then we gave the company like, here's the information. These sponsors
Yeah.
are actually emailing us to give us money. Take care of it, and then they dropped the ball on
They
it.
dropped the ball.
What we should do is, how people put together like press kits and stuff. We just need to
Yes.
put together like a montage of Stall of Fame clips and then send them out to
Stall of Fame, Jizz Talk,
Hello.
Yeah.
Skeletor. I think.
How does a laxative company not sponsor the Stall of Fame talk?
Exactly.
Yeah, X-Lax should be all over that.
They should be all over it.
All
or
over
their
it.
competitor, maybe some up and comer who wants to
Right.
bring down X-Lax, take down the throne, come after him. Well, you know where to find us. This is where it happens. This is where it happens. God damn. I don't know who would sponsor this, but I mean, you just heard Skeletor give a tour of special needs children's to He-Man's mother's
Right?
vagina.
March of Dimes. Where are you guys at? Looking at you. Looking at you, March of
Where's the
Dimes.
Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Looking at you, City of Hope. Looking at you.
Oh, fuck.
Erectile dysfunction. Jizz Talk. I mean,
How many, real quick, let's get morbid. How many Make-A-Wishes from 15-year-olds do they just pretend they didn't see? Because one's like, I just want to go fuck someone in Tijuana. I want to go I want to get pussy.
I just want to fuck somebody.
I want to get laid. And they're like, Eddie, we're going to have John Cena come and take
They probably have a Black Ops division that they just sort of send out. Here, help these kids out. No publicity.
You don't say shit, but we're doing this.
It's the Blackwater division of Make-A-Wish. They just, under the cover of night, they sneak the kid out. They get him laid. They bring him back.
The Dark Avengers.
Take him down to Tijuana. Whatever happens, bring him back. He's there the next morning.
If
Nothing
this
happens.
kid wants to watch a donkey fuck a chick, you let him. All right, that's just it.
It doesn't make the papers, but let him happen.
You turn off every you collect every cell phone when you're out the door. We're doing this.
They leave the donkey show and they turn around and they scrub the place. I mean, they bring in the cleaner and they wipe everybody out.
And everyone who was there is dead. Yeah,
Everybody's dead.
Anyone but that kid and the handlers are all gone. Oh fuck! Then suddenly they're all taken to a restaurant where there was a gas leak and an explosion, and oh well. Oh,
Make-A-Wish Black Ops.
oh man, Jake Pauley wants to talk to us. Sucks I missed the wrestling show. While most people were Rock Austin, Triple H was my guy back in the Attitude Era. So many unsuspecting kids got the suck it treatment from me. Joe Capone and the Giants suck. Go Cowboys.
Ugh.
There we go. Jake Pauley. Cody and I are right there with Jake Pauley.
I'm
Cowboys.
not. I'm not there.
Yeah,
Cowboys
Cody and I were like, hey.
Cowboys suck.
The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs, says Godzilla versus Kong. Predictably, I dug it. I never care about the humans, but that shit fluctuates in the Japanese kaiju films. Some of them have hour-long road trips. I'm sitting there thinking, what the fuck is this? It is what it is. You love the genre or you don't. Of the WB MonsterVerse films, Godzilla 2014 is probably my favorite because it gives you an impression of what it'd be like to live in a situation from the point of view of one human being. Maybe that's boring for some, and that's fine. Clearly, Godzilla vs. Kong is going to be the next ride at Universal, which is also fine. If this film didn't do it for you, check out Shin Godzilla. This film disregards all the other Godzilla movies. Godzilla starts out as just a tail and eventually evolves into Godzilla, whose jaw splits in two so it can breathe radioactivity. Also, he shoots lasers out of his dorsal plates. You heard me right. Freaking laser beams out of his dorsal plates. Just enjoy the ride. He also brings up the Tina Turner Bee Gees documentary. Both are great. Had no idea how much of an influence the Bee Gees actually were in the industry. I thought they were just Saturday Night Fever and out. Turner I knew more about regarding Ike and making it big in her 40s, but I didn't know about her mother abandoning her. Tough life for sure. Back to the Future. Love the film. Doc Brown is my hero. To be continued. Graham and Faye, there we go.
I just want to say Shin Godzilla, great movie if you like in-depth information on Japanese bureaucracy. Because that's because that
is it the Phantom Menace of Godzilla movies?
It is so bogged down in like Japanese bureaucratic like government stuff. It's
almost a courtroom drama.
It's
Godzilla's tail.
A lot of committee hearings.
They seem to be afraid of letting the monsters just be the focus. Like I was reading a screen time breakdown of Godzilla versus Kong. And Godzilla is in the movie for 13 minutes of screen time.
That's
in
insane.
That movie.
I didn't realize that. That is crazy. Nobody pays to see that shit. You want to see that motherfucker carry that thing.
Yeah, you should be sick of seeing them by the end of it.
Yeah, like fuck them up. Somebody get.
Are they trying to do that Jaws thing where it's like if you don't see him until the end, then it'll have more of an impact.
But at least Jaws was specifically about the humans, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
At least it was like. God, that's
they're having a new ride at Universal. I saw they were doing a Nintendo Mario World ride.
I heard about that. It's really happening now.
Yeah, I can see the construction stuff. You can see the bones of the ride as they're building it.
Fuck, that's awesome. Right there in North Hollywood, that one.
Yeah,
right. That's the one. Shit.
Right by the Jurassic Park ride. Right by the Transformers ride.
Damn, I'm in. Oh man, I might be in for that. Graham and Faye say, greetings from Great White North fellow Ramblers. Look up in the sky. Is that two birds I see? And it's a meme of Mr. Rogers flipping the two birds saying, fuck cancer. So that's awesome. Thank y'all. Good shit. Yeah, good stuff. So here we go. Cody, do we start singing?
Yeah.
Time. Let's
do it.
All right.
What hat would they wear?
Wow. Look at that. Man, that's something else right there. That's something else right there. That is some absolute greatness right there, Eddie.
Oh, did you notice I shaved?
I did. Is this?
Because I had an audition to play a 1990s version of Jay Leno.
Oh, that's right. Who
makes no
spitting
sense.
image? Spitting image. If you were to ask me,
if I kind of go a little bit,
I guess. But that's like if everybody does this. They're De Niro,
I know.
Like it's kind of.
I can't say no. I can't say no to the audition.
You have to take it.
He's just got to take it.
Wait, did you fully shave?
Yeah. No, I didn't go down to. I didn't do.
Back?
I didn't do the skin thing. I just took clippers and went as close as I could.
Oh, right. I was about to say, how's that motherfucker back already?
No,
it
takes a while.
Okay, I thought that was like that Homer Simpson thing. Remember, like right when he shaves, it just pops right back. So, wow. Man, that's fucking, look at you. I hope you get the part, man.
I hope if I booked it, I would shit my pants. That I would. I can probably carry on a crappy Jay Leno impression for about 30 seconds, But if I had to do it in a scene with people acting, there's no way I could.
Since it was 90s Leno, did you bring Doritos? Like, I have Doritos.
I like that. Oh, speaking of this, did you hear this?
Some more racist Asian jokes. All right. Here's some more racist Asian
She's got
jokes
big
in my
boobs.
monologue.
She's got big boobs.
She got big boobs. She's a whole How did that guy beat Letterman even for 5 minutes?
I don't
It's
know.
Beyond me. It's just beyond me. I don't.
I mean, I think it was because he was in L.A. and he had access
the bigger
to better
names.
guests. He had better.
It was
guests.
that Hugh Grant shit. Isn't that what broke him? That's what put him over. Was he interviewed Hugh Grant after he was fucking the whatever, the prostitute or whatever. Yeah, that was it.
It was just easier to get bigger names in L.A.
Yeah. Who could give that much of a fuck? Oh, so this hat, basketball moment. Basketball. I mean, for mine, I'm just going to tell you, what else could it be? I'm just going to jump the gun. Derek Fisher's buzzer beater against the San Antonio Spurs. I'm kidding.
Oh, Cody left. You walked Cody. Why would you?
I don't know. Was that even a walk? He just sprinted.
He was like, bye.
Let me tell you something. You know, the Dallas Mavericks and the San Antonio Spurs, to me personally, I've always had a friendly rival. Like, I don't hate the Spurs. I hate the fucking Lakers. And watching that play, I was in L.A., staying with a buddy, and I screamed at the television, he had it too long! Like, I was so mad. And when they all ran off the court, I'm like, they know! They fucking bullshitted. They know. Why else did they restore? Oh, God. I was like that. Oh, God. It was so... I don't hate the Spurs. I hate the Lakers. The Lakers might be the only basketball team I openly want to see lose all the time. Oh, God. And what's weird is I loved Showtime. As a kid growing up, I loved Showtime.
James Worthy's still my favorite NBA player of all time.
Oh, my God. Kareem was mine. Kareem, because as a kid, my Little League number was 33 because of Dorsett and Kareem. That was it. They were my favorite athletes. Were Tony Dorsett.
I even like the incarnation when it was Nick Van Exel, Vlade, Nick Van Exel, Cedric Ceballos.
Yep.
Campbell.
Yep.
And Eddie Jones.
Yep.
It was like
Eddie
that.
Jones was awesome.
It's like that early '90s,
right before
early
Shaq,
mid
Kobe.
'90s.
It was literally right before Shaq. Right before
I love
Shaq,
that version of the Lakers. They kept losing to San Antonio.
Yeah,
but I
loved
that
Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones is a great player, man. He was fun.
Eddie
to
Jones
watch.
was one of my favorites. I have an Eddie Jones jersey.
Eddie Jones was awesome. Yeah, it was. But man, that once Shaq and Kobe started and Phil Jackson came over, I was like, I don't know why, but I was like, man, fuck them. It was. Here we go. Let's see. Who is it? Who's the first one? We have Jake Pauley. For me, it's the greatest of all time, Jordan, putting away Stockton and Malone at the buzzer in Game 6. He may have pushed off, but that's an argument for another time. Dustin Jacobs agrees. It's Jordan's final shot as a Bull. Graham and Faye, I'm sorry, but I have to change my answer now. Jerry versus a special needs kid. Enough said. Thank you. There it is, right there.
That was an epic.
Did you drain in his face or did you swat it away from him?
Both. I believe both happened.
You swatted it, took it down the court, and drained it in front of him.
Yeah, it was one of them. Like, I definitely knocked the shit out of one of his shots. I knocked the ever.
Is that where God went? Okay, cancer.
Cancer now. That's probably when it started. And fuck this guy. I flew up. Hey, worth it, motherfucker. So just boom. Now, okay, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't say it to him.
Right.
But I did kind of turn around and do a very get that shit out of here, like under my breath. But no one heard it.
Get that shit out of here.
I was so mad, guys. I told you I wanted a 2-on-2 game, and this fucking Christian fuck had to bring this guy out here to fucking get bonus points for the Lord. So I did the opposite.
If only they had a Make-A-Wish Black Ops team, they wouldn't have to worry about it.
Right.
You take that kid away, do something fun.
And my buddy Jeff was like every rebound he would get and then pretend like it slipped out of his hands and give it to the guy. And very nice. Jeff, clean as a whistle, his health bill. But
he's rich and perfect health.
Rich and perfect health. Me, I was like,
get this shit out of here.
Oh, fuck. Patrick Carruthers, hello, Ramblers and James. Hat, best basketball shot moments. The shot. 3-seed Cleveland Cavaliers versus the 6-seed Chicago Bulls in the first round of the 89 playoff. Jordan hits a buzzer beater over Craig Elo to win the series. Arguably the moment that propelled Jordan to greatness. It definitely made him arrive in the NBA as like, whoa, he's for real. Like, we all knew he was great in college hitting that game winner, but like
that made him one of the faces of the NBA at that point.
Yes, and of course was that his most iconic celebration? Even after the championships,
that one or just thing? This. I mean, those are the two I think of.
Yeah,
I think of that one and I think of that one.
Well, I do remember the one where after he wins, he just holds up the 5 for his 5th one. He's just doing that.
What's the one? What's the one? I think it was after their 3rd championship where he makes John Paxson blow him at midcourt. Right? That's probably his most. He makes Paxson get down on his knees. Like, all right, you guys all have this ring.
Paxson hit the game winner, and Paxson hit the winner, and he
only because he threw it to him.
He still blew Jordan. Oh man, Michael Worms. He says Christian Laettner, Duke versus Kentucky. The shot that sank the hearts of all those Kentucky fans. The play. It's not just a shot. Laettner gets credit, but man, you have to give credit to son of Dallas Cowboy great Calvin Hill, Grant Hill, for making that fucking pass. Eddie, that's mine.
That's mine. That's mine. I watched that game. I remember watching that game live with a bunch of my high school buddies. And
in disbelief. You're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was over. Rick Pitino won. Kentucky. He led. When that against Pitino, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
They were headed to the championship. That was it.
It was literally the equivalent of like an offense having the ball like their own 40 with 0.2 seconds left and snapping it and just dropping back and chucking it.
It's a touchdown, not a field goal. They score a touchdown with it.
It's crazy.
And that was the Final Four. That was not the championship, correct? That was the Final Four.
Yeah, I don't think it was the Final Four that year.
Yep, that was mine. Cody, what was yours?
You know, this is tough because, sentimental value says,
of course,
the Sean Elliott shot for me.
Oh, that's a great one.
But like from a few years ago when Damian Lillard hit that shot that ended the series against the Thunder, do you remember that shot? And he waved bye to them.
Woo!
And he's
that iconic photo where the entire team is on him
and he's looking
still
at the camera.
God damn.
And like he's like a few steps from half court. Like it is a deep 3 and it closed him out. It ended the series.
Insane.
Just crazy shot.
Fucking bonkers, dude.
Is that what you did? You did that to the special needs kid. They were all like trying to pull you away, and you kept bugging at them.
I waved by.
As they were pulling you away, you were just.
What else am I gonna do? I waved by at that motherfucker,
mugging the fuck out of him.
I had to, guys. I had to. Next Ramble 281. We're gonna keep this moment going, but we're gonna make it pro wrestling.
Ooh.
What moment to encapsulate the greatness of pro wrestling would be on that hat? What moment? I could
greatest.
Do this
you mean victory or moment?
Just moment. Like, whoa! I'm a fan. I'm a fan for life now. I'm in.
Okay,
it's tough. That ain't easy, right? That ain't easy, y'all. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. Anyway, so that's mine. That is mine. All right, let's see. Next, so pro wrestling. I could do it. I could do it now if we had to. Let's do it. Let's go some open, some closing, some encoring, if that's okay. Open, close, and an encore. Wow. 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 Iconic. Just iconic. It's Hendrix setting his guitar on fire at Monterey Pop. It's iconic.
It's up there.
It's might be past there. I'll say it. I know you get humble about that. I'm gonna say it might be.
There's actually there's a team of scientists at MIT that have been trying to replicate
studying it
and trying to replicate it digitally. Like trying to get a computer to replicate.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And how many computers have crashed since?
As of yet, they've sank about $1.5 million worth of computers.
Wow. Fuck. I had a feeling.
They all catch fire and melt.
Right. Well, that's the thing. You can build a computer to beat some Russian in chess.
Right.
You ain't building a computer to top Eddie's harmonica playing.
Takes that intangible. It's that intangible.
Sorry. Oh man, Cody, right?
Yeah, it's.
I mean,
it's just it's otherworldly, you know.
Otherworldly.
It's cosmic.
Otherworldly.
It's cosmic.
So we are going the four tops. Jake Pauley says you open with Reach Out, I'll Be There. Close with Baby, I Need Your Lovin'. Encore, I Can't Help Myself. All great. The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. This is difficult. Reach Out, I'll Be There. I Can't Help Myself. Baby, I Need Your Lovin'. Graham and Faye, I Can't Help Myself. Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch. The Close with Reach Out, I'll Be There. Encore, Shake Me, Wake Me When It's Over. And suddenly from the side of the stage walks on the Supremes. Duet bonus encore, River Deep, Mountain High. Ooh. Look at that. Patrick Crothers, PC. Reach Out, I'll Be There. Standing in the shadows of love. Encore with I Can't Help Myself. Michael Werman, The Worms. You open with Back to School Again from Grease 2, but only for the first verse and chorus, and then into Can't Help Myself. You close with Just Walk Away, Renee. Encore with Baby, I Need Your Lovin'. Those are all good. I had him open with, to me, you got to open with I'll Be There. You have to, for me. Then I have him close with I Can't Help Myself.
Yeah.
And then I have him encore. It's the same old song with a different meaning since you've been gone. Eddie?
Oh, I got open with Ain't No Woman.
Ooh.
Closing with It's the Same Old Song.
Damn. Good.
And then encore with I Can't Help Myself.
Oh, that's great. That's a good one, too. Those are all fucking tremendous. Cody, did you do this one?
Yeah.
Did you four-top it? Fuck yeah.
I did. Opening with Reach Out, I'll Be There. Closing with Ain't No Woman. And encoring with I Can't Help Myself.
All good. All great. Man, next Ramble. Now, I gave it a cutesy name. We're going to do the Jeffersons. And I mean Starship, Airplane, and Jefferson Starship. Any of them count, right? You could do all Jefferson Airplane. That's fine.
All
you
fair
could do all
game.
Jefferson Starship you want to. You just want to go Starship. That's fine. But it's going to be the Jeffersons out of Airplane, Starship, and just plain old Starship. Could be all Starship. I mean, you could. You could do We Built This City. You could do Nothing's
You probably
Gonna Stop
shouldn't.
Us Now and Sarah. We built this city. That has been called the worst single in rock and roll history.
Yeah, one of the worst songs of all time. Yeah.
We built this city.
If you love singing it so much, how can it be so bad?
How can it be bad?
If you love singing it that much.
Come on.
No one hears that song and then like 2 seconds later is not going,
We built this city. Ba-ba-bum. With that bass line. Oh, fuck. Marconi plays the mamba. Listen to the radio. Don't you remember? We built
built this city
on a rock and roll. Woo!
Come on.
Shit. All right.
Classic.
Cody? Classic. I guess it's time to read and play video games.
Yeah.
Let's do this. I'm reading books. I'm playing video games. Bring your pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games. Fuck. So can I tell you, Eddie? I'm sorry to do this. I hate to out your life like this, but Eddie's father is not actually his biological father.
No,
the story I heard,
man that raised me.
Yes, the story I heard was that Eddie's biological father walked into his room and said, "What the fuck you gonna do with your fucking life?" And Eddie just played that, and that man disappeared. He never came back. He just kind of sunk his head? He walked out the front. Is that true?
The official police report is he abandoned us, left us.
Right.
There was a missing persons file filled out.
Yeah.
We just said he left.
Okay.
Truth is, he
God.
turned to a pile of ash.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Wow.
And we scooped him up and we had him compressed down and he into a guitar pick.
That you still have?
I still have the guitar.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that, man.
Because the guitar was his least favorite instrument.
So you just play it for fun to piss him off, his remains.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like it. I heard every time you play that solo, that pick kind of rattles a little bit.
It actually, it looks like there's dew forming on it, but it's actually a tear.
Okay.
A tear of regret from a lost soul.
Fuck. Nobody wanted to talk about what they're reading or playing, so fuck it. I'll plug my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Retro Rocha, 8:30 p.m. Pacific. 6 days a week, except for Saturday. Monday nights, usually, Cody and I will rock and roll on some sporting events. And so come on, follow, join, all that good shit. Eddie, you reading anything? Cody, you reading or playing anything?
Not lately.
No.
Yeah. Then just, since we're not going to do it, but just to hear it, Cody, do you mind if we do just the shout-out song just real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Just for the folks at home. Can you hear us? We're shouting out to you. I mean, Wow.
That one lingers.
Wow.
That one doesn't go away quick.
It's kind of funny how the WWE has always rejected us being a tag team. Isn't that funny? Wonder why. Wonder why.
Well, I think that song proves to them, or proves to everybody else.
Just how over we'd be.
So over.
So over.
So over. We'd be booking all the matches.
I can't calling our own shot.
McMahon would be powerless.
I guess it's Cody. It's time for the top 5. Let's play that song
right,
too.
let's do it.
We're rambling, baby. We're going today with
It's
pizza
the time
talk.
of the show where we rank the top 10.
5. Wow. Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. We go to Jake. This is tough. Top 5 sports video games. We go to Jake Pauley. Number 5, Backyard Baseball. My introduction to sports games. So much nostalgia going back and looking at it. Number 4, Blitz the League. Being able to do it with steroids, not to get caught, was a fun concept. Also, betting on your own games is cool too. That's the one that the NFL fucking hated, right? That's the one where they had like the Michael Vick was Ron Mexico, I think. Right? Like, because that was his name when he would check in hotels and give people herpes. Yeah. Number 3, NBA Jam, the arcade version. This game was in every arcade growing up. I had to play it every time. Hearing "He's on fire" and boom, shakalaka.
Boom,
puts this game over the top. Number 2, NCAA Football 14. Still play this game weekly, and I can't wait for the new generations of the game. Hurry up and figure out players' names, likeness, and stuff. And number 1, ESPN NFL 2K5, the last great NFL game. The ESPN licensing got you SportsCenter highlights and Chris Berman. Also, Carmen Electra challenge you to games. What's not to love? Has he been nominated for a stall?
He's been nominated. Well, he was nominated.
He didn't make it.
He's in the tournament, right, Cody?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he got knocked out.
Knocked out early.
First round, I think.
Knocked out early.
First round exit.
People didn't do their research.
No, they did. Boy, they did not ever.
I wonder if I still have the bracket open. I think I might have closed it.
He went out early.
Yeah, he went out against someone who he should have beat.
He should have demolished.
Wow.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm gonna look it up because look, this is history. This is part of history.
Yeah,
it's history.
Right.
It's Ramble's history.
Chris Berman lost to Raymond Burr. No, yeah, that was it. Yeah, he lost to Raymond Burr.
You know, that's tough. That's a little. That's. I mean, I still think Berman should have won, but that's. I give Burr a little credit on there. I'll give Burr a little bit.
I think you're wrong.
The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. Top 5 sports video games. This list was super easy. Madden is God. That's my list. Graham and Faye. Number 5, Summer Winter California Game Series from the Commodore 64 and 84. Number 4, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out NES 87. Number 3, Outlaw Golf Xbox 2002. Number 2, NFL Football and Television 79. And number 1, NHL Hits with a Z PS2 2003. And the best part, to a city that had lost its NHL team in this time frame, there's a hidden unlockable. If you grind it out enough exhibition wins as Phoenix Coyotes, you can unlock the Winnipeg Jets jerseys.
Ooh.
The 80 Winnipeg Jets.
That's cool.
Play 15 games with Phoenix in the exhibition tournament mode to those who still have that game and want to do that. There's still even a mod community which has continued to update the game with team logos, jerseys, and player stats. My team, the Goons, live with the updated Jets jerseys now. Stay safe, Ramblers, and go Jets go. Ramble off. Graham and Faye, Winnipeg A. Patrick Crothers, PC. I guess this is kind of old school, but whatever. So many honorable mentions. Road Rash, California Games, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Blades of Steel, RBI Baseball, Mario Kart, Evander Holyfield, Real Deal Boxing. Number 5 is Arch Rivals. Number 4, Super Dodgeball. Number 3, NBA Jam. Number 2, NHL 94. And number 1, Tecmo Super Bowl. Cue the shout-out song. I'd like to shout out Jerry, Eddie, and Cody for making the Ramble happen and letting us be ourselves. Thank you, guys, and fuck cancer. Kick its ass, Jerry. Thank you, Pat. I'm working on it, baby. I appreciate it. Worms. Michael Werman.
Worms.
Number 5, NBA Jam Tournament Edition. 9-point shots, the glorious 90s NBA roster, and those sound bites. We need to see Cody, Jerry on Twitch with this one. We got to figure that out, Cody. Number 4, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Still have never beaten Tyson. Number 3, NFL Blitz. Basically the NFL's version of NBA Jam with write-it-out versions of early Zeros players like Cordell Stewart. Blitz was fun. NHL 95. NHL 94 gets more acclaim, but it was 95 that allowed for full seasons and stat keeping. This game ruled my remaining years in college when it came out. And number 1, Super Tecmo Bowl. This one wasn't even close for me. I still play this to this day with the original and all the great updated rosters.
It's an all-timer.
Oh, yeah. All versions that are available. This is how sports games should be done forever. Worms. Thank you all so much. Those who submitted. Next, Ramble, top 5. This is a tough one, I think. Bands who were established before the 1980s who did not utterly embarrass themselves in the 1980s. So Starship's out. Starship and Jefferson Starship is out.
Now, they had to have embarrassed themselves in the 80s?
Like, you can't count it, right? So I want the bands who survived the 80s, basically.
But what
They
if
were
they
able to
embarrass
come
But if they embarrass themselves later in their careers, it's
90s,
okay.
that's fine. 90s,
Okay.
They can embarrass themselves in the 90s as long as they didn't
Like,
embarrass themselves. in
Aerosmith
the 80s.
came out of the 80s.
They came out.
They came
They
out.
came out. The Stones came out.
The Stones came out. White
Stop
Snake.
me up. When you stop me up, I never stop. I mean, come on.
White
They
Snake
had
did
some-
not come out.
White
of the
Snake
80s.
didn't come out.
They tried. I don't think they.
So the ones who didn't embarrass themselves. My number 5 sports games. I had to go Blades of Steel. Eddie, remember that for the NES when you
Yeah.
could throw down and start fighting?
I'm
How
playing
badass
on
is
the.
that?
I'm playing it on the Twitch. On my Switch. On my Switch.
Fuck yeah, it's the best. What's your number 5?
Double dribble.
Oh God, that's a great one.
Double dribble.
Cody, did you have?
NFL Blitz.
NFL. I remember doing the Hulk Hogan leg drops after plays as tackles.
Oh, yeah. You just did the most violent thing you could after the play.
And the guy would get so mad. The person, even though they knew what the game was, your buddy would still get annoyed when you would do it. It was the best. Oh, my number 4 was Eddie's number 5, double dribble. I remember thinking we're never going to see graphics as good when they would do.
Oh
the
yeah.
things.
And then when they do the cut screens when the guys shoot like.
Oh,
just,
forget it. Oh, amazing.
And you'd always have that one. You go down the corner, you hit that 3, and you just knew it was going in.
Oh, the best. Fuck yeah.
Loved it.
Eddie, you're number 4.
Mine was Blades of Steel.
Hey, we flipped it.
Yeah,
That
we
ain't
flipped
bad.
it.
Cody, you're number 4.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
See, man, I'm so pissed I missed the boat on that. I just missed the boat on those games, and I heard
You should get the remastered ones for PS5.
They're great, right?
They're great, yeah.
Oh,
and it's
that's
the same. I think it's just 1 and 2 that they remastered, but it's
Nice.
It's perfectly done.
Was part 2 the one? I remember seeing footage of this and thinking it was the coolest thing ever, where Darth Maul was an unlockable skater. And
I don't remember which one that was, but it's in there.
And he would use the Force to do the tricks with his board. So like he would hover over the board and like use the Force, and it would make the skateboard spin and shit. It was awesome. Like that was really fucking cool. My number 3, Super Mario Strikers, still my favorite soccer game to this day. The GameCube shining moment for sports. Eddie, what's your number 3?
Mine NHL 95.
Oh, there it is. You're with Worms on this one.
But weren't because it was so cool because you would play your team the whole season, they keep the stats, and then you would get awarded all the trophies afterward, like the President's Cup and all that stuff. And it was such an involved game.
Tremendous.
I think they had removed the blood at that point. I think it was 94
Right.
still had the blood with the fights.
Right.
So you didn't have the blood anymore, which was the cool element of 94. But 95 had so much to it. Like I spent so many college hours playing that game.
That's so badass. Oh. Cody, you're number 3.
Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey.
Oh,
for
shit.
N64.
Oh, this Cody ain't fucking around. He's going deep cut with that one.
Did you have to wear goggles for that?
No,
How was it 3D?
It was Nintendo 64, so it was.
Oh,
just-
you had the 3D perspective, like Super Mario 3D. Yep.
Oh.
So the camera's just basically behind the player the whole time, right?
Right. So it's not
Yeah,
true
yeah.
3D. It's just.
It's not.
Yeah,
action.
I don't know because that's not really how it was. I don't know why it was considered 3D hockey,
3D.
Hey, they ran with
Yeah.
the gimmick. They ran with it.
It's great, and I actually like the 3D Hockey '98 version the best.
Oh, yeah. My number 2 was NBA Jam Tournament Edition. That was the one that for the Super Nintendo. That was the minute I got home from high school, I just popped that motherfucker in and went nuts. That was my favorite. Oh, Eddie, you're number 2.
Any this is kind of my number 2 is any Madden NFL up until around 2012, where it just got utterly ridiculously impossible to play.
Yep, I'm with you.
But like the early 2000s versions that were on the PS1 and the PS2, so much fun, and you could still play them. Before now, you have to understand. You have to be basically a pro level coach to understand how to play the games. They've made them so ridiculously hard. It's not fun anymore.
That's funny. Oh, Cody, you're number 2.
NBA Jam.
Oh, baby. He's on. Cody and I matching up now. He's on fire. It was so
Boom,
much
shakalaka.
That was I remember the unlockables. You could unlock the Beastie Boys and Bill Clinton. Like, it was so much fun. It was
I
so
remember that.
stupid,
You could do
so
Bill Clinton.
great. Yep. Oh, man. Well, my number 1, what else could it be? This is a weird one. I'm going deepest of deep catalog. This was an arcade-only game that Midway put out called Pigskin 520 AD. It was. Do you remember this, Eddie? Did you ever play this one?
I don't remember that one.
So the premise is it's football played in 520 AD. And so you're just like these barbarian.
I do remember this game. I do remember this game.
And if you tackle a guy next to a sword on the ground, there's like a dust. You hear the guy scream, and his body's just dead, impaled on the sword. And if one team is like up more than 3 touchdowns, they release the ogre, and he's like this giant ogre that joins the losing team, and he's like Bo Jackson. He just fucking. It was so much fun.
It looks like it's called Pigskin 621.
621. That's 621 AD. That's it. Thank you, Cody. Pigskin.
I remember that game. I remember
AD.
that game.
It was the fucking best. I want. Why can't they put that on this fucking Switch now? I would play Pigskin 621 AD all fucking day. Oh man, that was.
Looks like you can get it on a Sega emulator. It looks like they made it for Sega.
They did?
That's what it says. It says a version for the Sega Genesis retitled Pigskin Foot Brawl.
I gotta see if I have it on my thing. That my buddy gave me all
You
the
might have
Genesis
it.
games.
You might have it.
Oh! If not, I'm asking him to put that motherfucker on there.
Make another trip to Mr. Donut.
Yeah. Oh, that was. Oh, so Eddie, you're number 1. I went obscure. What's your number?
Well,
Mine's
hold
not
on
obscure.
one second.
Yeah.
It says that this version is it has sound bites from Atlanta Falcons coach Jerry Glanville on the Sega version.
Right. Jerry Glanville.
You scared?
God,
God, he's
all the
awful.
more. What's it called again? Pigskin what, Cody?
Pigskin
Foot Brawl.
Foot Brawl.
I
Yeah.
gotta see if I have. If I have that, I'm playing that motherfucker tonight on Twitch. No question.
Oh, that's funny.
Shit, Eddie, what's your number 1?
My number 2 is pretty widely considered one of the best sports games. It's Tecmo Bowl.
That's your number 1 all
But
time.
Super Tecmo Bowl 2 specifically.
For the Super Nintendo.
For the Super Nintendo. Actually, no, it's Super Tecmo Bowl 1 for the Super Nintendo. 2 was just a version they put out for rental.
Oh, that's right.
And then they made a Super Bowl Tecmo Bowl
Part
3, where you could have free agents and sort of move your roster around.
And that era, the Redskins were awesome too, weren't they?
No, they were terrible.
They weren't. That was their Super Bowl year.
That was the Cowboys were dominant. It was 92, 93, 94.
I thought it was 91. That's right.
91
was still NES then. That's
yes. 91 was the regular Super Tecmo Bowl they brought in for.
And Washington was really good in that one, I think.
Yeah, it was Tecmo Bowl was the original one where it had all the generic names. I had like Doug Williams. It was like just had the numbers and the It didn't have the names. Then they had Super Tecmo Bowl for regular Nintendo.
Yeah.
And then they had Super Tecmo Bowl for Super Nintendo. And
So
but the
Super
original
Tecmo Bowl
arcade
for
game was
Nintendo.
super fun.
That was great.
The original, because you would hit people and they'd fly up in the air and flip around. But Super
Cody?
Tecmo Bowl 1 for the Super Nintendo is my
I love it. That's your number 1. Cody, what's your number 1?
For me, it's Madden.
Madden,
The one that I've just kind of played the most and
Yeah,
had
sure.
the most fun, but also the most frustrating of the bunch as well. So, yeah.
Well, look at that. What a fucking list, everybody. We did it. We accomplished another Ramble in the books. Ramble 281 happening next week. Top 5 bands that were well known before the 80s that survived the 80s. What would the Jeffersons, Airplane, Starship, or Starship open, close, and encore with? What pro wrestling moment goes in to the Hall of Fame. What's on the hat? There it is. Tune in. We love you all. Stay safe. We want to thank us for letting us be ourselves. And Cody, let's thank you for letting us be ourselves. Cody, let's play the music. And here we go. Another one in the books. Look at that. Man.
I almost legitimately, on accident, played the Seinfeld theme.
Are we now? Do we? I wonder how Pizza Hut's doing now. I wonder if that hurt him.
I don't know.
Pizza Inn?
Pizza Inn, I mean.
I bet it didn't hurt him because, like you said, Eddie, if they're in all those small towns, they're like, yeah, that's right.
The only people that got hurt on the election fraud thing were the actual idiots that actually stormed the Capitol.
That's it.
All the politicians are fine. All the people that have claimed it in the media are fine. The only people that actually went in and did something are the only ones that are paying the price for it.
That's it.
I do see here a press release from 2 weeks ago. They have an all-new garlic buttery crust. So
Uh-oh.
trying to distraction techniques.
Is it the All Lives Matter crust? Is that what it's called?
It's called the Kraken.
The back the blue crust. Oh, fuck. Well, there we go. Thank you all for tuning in. We love you all. Stay safe. We'll see you maybe tomorrow. Cody, how we think we can do a good Willow hunting this week? What are you thinking?
I don't think so. I don't think I can watch both movies in a day.
So next week, you think you can get them?
Yes, I do.
All right, next week. You heard it here first.
We'll
Good
do it.
Willow hunting, Back to the Future 2
So
and True.
don't be disappointed when there's no
Don't
good
be
Willow
disappointed.
hunting tomorrow.
Right. You heard it. We warned you.
We know now.
We let you know.
We let you know.
We love you all. Stay safe. Take care, everybody. Bye.